Hi, welcome to Creative Together. Today, Caitlin and I are going to make a new skirt for her. So, let's get started. Okay, there's a few things we're going to need. We're going to need some scissors to cut our paper pattern with. We're going to need some fabric scissors, which you'd never use with paper, just your fabric. For the stretchy fabric, I was reading and it says that we need polyester. So this is 100% polyester thread. We have here 1 1/4 inch elastic band. And in order for my sewing machine to work with the stretch fabric, I need a certain kind of needle. This is a blue tip needle and it works with stretchy fabric so it doesn't get caught in the fabric. So first we're going to make a pattern. We're going to use this wrapping paper that I have and we're going to cut out this skirt. This is one of Caitlin's skirts that fit her pretty well, although it's getting kind of short. So I folded the skirt in half and I put it on the edge of the wrapping paper here. And I'm going to add about 1 inch out, and then we're going to add a few inches down to make the skirt a little bit longer. After, I'm going to add another piece for this band. Now when I take this, I'm going to place it on my fabric on the fold, which will give me the whole piece for the back and then another piece for the front. Okay, the other thing we want to do is make a piece for the band. So I'm going to measure around. This band is about 3 inches and I'm going to add about another inch so that we'll have room to put our elastic in it. So I'm going to go on this paper and let's see. I need to figure out about how long I want it. So this is 14.5. So I'm going to add 1 inch to that. So 15 and 15 is 30, so 31. Again, I can put this on the fold of the fabric. Okay, now the fabric that Caitlin and I bought, we went to Joann Fabrics, and the skirt she had it's supposed to look like denim, but it has a stretch to it. So this particular fabric is 95% polyester and 5% spandex, which gives it that nice stretch feel. So what we want to do, I purchased 1.5 yards, hoping that'll be the right amount. I'm going to fold it in half. Now we're going to put our pattern on the fabric. I folded it in half with the right sides out. And I learned a little trick. Instead of pinning it down to cut it out, I'm going to use some glasses and just put them on the edges. And this is great. It works great for cutting this out. Now we're going to do the waistband, and we need 2 pieces of this. One thing I want to mention about the fabric, we want the stretchy part of this fabric to be going this way on the skirt. So that's why we cut our patterns out, our pattern for the skirt this way so that it's stretchy this way. This way you'll find that it's not very stretchy, but we want it to be stretchy going across. So I'm going to cut 2 bands. Now we're going to take the 2 sides of the skirt and we're going to put right sides together, and we're going to sew up these sides of the skirt. I put my new needle in here for the stretchy fabric, and I am going to go, I think, about, usually you sew 5/8. I'm going to go though about 4/8 for my seam allowance.
Now we're going to sew the sides of the waistband. Okay, so I just sewed the waistband onto the skirt. Now I'm going to, we took this piece of elastic and put it around Caitlin's waist to see what length we needed. And now I'm going to sew it to keep it together. Okay, now I'm going to put the elastic here in the middle of the back of the skirt, and I'm going to put it about this where the sew line was. I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to pin this, making sure that my elastic is not twisted. Okay, so I decided to use the serger that I have to serge the edges because this fabric seems to fray a little bit. If you don't have a serger, that's not a problem. On a regular sewing machine, you can just zigzag the edges, and that works just as nice. So right now, I'm going to just serge the bottom of the skirt so that I can finish with hemming. Okay, now we're going to sew the hem. So here's the finished results. I think it came out really well. Caitlin seems really happy with it. Well, thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks.